Welcome everybody to the Deering Acting Studio Teen Script class.
Hey.
We're super excited to have you. I'm here with Joey,
What
my
up,
rockstar
gangsters?
brother,
I
my
got
co-host,
a giant
co-teacher.
whiteboard in my hands right now.
It's a giant whiteboard,
So,
which is
yeah,
awesome.
Whiteboard, soundboard, lots of boards going on.
He's got so
over
many
here.
boards. He's got everything prepped. It's awesome.
Whiteboard, soundboard, lightboard, you name it, I got it.
If it's a board, he's got it.
We got that board. Go ahead and call me at 1-800-BOARDS.
Oh, 1-800-BOARDS. All right. So we got our first performer here, Eli. Let's get a big round of applause for Eli.
Man, our studio audience is very, very excited today.
They sure are.
All right.
All right, get that thing unmuted, and you can start whenever you're ready.
Get that thing unmuted. Get it unmuted.
Hey, there it is.
Get that thing unmuted.
I hear it.
So unmuted. Get that thing unmuted.
All right.
Get it unmuted.
Sorry, I had to pause the video.
You're good. You're good.
All right.
The bizarre thing is that I did it for my old man. I tortured this poor kid because I wanted to think I was cool. He's always going off about, when he was in school, all the wild things he used to do. And I got the feeling that he was disappointed that I never co-signed anyone. Right? So I'm sitting in the locker room, tipping up my knee, and Larry's sitting a couple lockers down for me. He's kind of skinny, weak. And I started thinking about my father and his attitude on weakness. And the next thing I knew, I jumped on top of him and started wailing on him. And my friends, they just laughed and cheered me on. And afterwards, when I was sitting in Vernon's office, all I could think about was Larry's father and Larry having to go home and explain what happened to him. The humiliation he must have felt must have been unreal. I mean, how do you apologize for something like that?
Scene. All right, so you gonna mute it?
Get it muted.
I'm gonna talk with you about the choices you made. So one of the things that we mentioned was the movement, so I'm gonna help you through some of that. But you really got into his mindset, the core pain. Matt talked to you last week about just visualizing. Did you do, and you know what, we'll meet you on our end, so why don't you unmute it, just keep it unmuted. Go ahead and unmute it, Eli, on your mic. And we'll just keep unmuting you when I do talking. So.
That thing unmuted. Keep it unmuted.
Good sound,
Da
Jim.
da da da.
So, with this piece, I want to know what you did for the work on the emotion. Tell me about that this week. Did you get to work on it? And if so, what'd you do?
I didn't really get to work on it much. After class, the next few days, I was working on it, but I just read it a few times, and I was just trying to do it.
Okay, let's talk about the why there.
I don't know. I just wanted to get it
Got busy?
worked on. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Been lectured almost like every 5 minutes by my mother when she comes in and walks me like I'm on my phone or something and I'm trying to do my schoolwork.
Okay. So basically running out of time essentially to work on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How's the school going?
School's gone stressful but pretty good.
Okay. So are you doing anything else like extracurricularly as far as like fun stuff? Like could even just be watching videos on your phone or like other things like that, like TikTok or YouTube or whatever.
I mean, I'm usually just scrolling through Instagram.
Okay. How often do you do that, would you say?
Well, the past few days I've been doing it a lot. I've just been on Instagram
Okay. So let me ask you, do you want to be an
hours.
actor?
I don't know.
Don't know. Do you like acting?
Yeah, it's fun. It's just it's more work than I expected it to be.
Of course it is. Yeah, and that ends up being the case with a lot of things because you're you're really you're really good, Eli. Okay? And so this is why I wanted to have this conversation with you because it is a lot of work. It totally is a lot of work. And that catches a lot of us by surprise. Like we're not expecting it to be all of this work, right? And then you walk in and you realize if I want to be great, it's like anything. I do have to work at it. I do have to put the time in. But I do believe that you genuinely love it. I think you love it. I think it's something you really enjoy. Every time that smile comes to your face when you go to perform or when you finish something, that tells me that you love it. Because Matt's dad told him this when he was starting out. He said, this is the hardest thing that you could ever do, so you better love it. And whether you decide to be an actor or not, you've made a decision that I want to start working on this and I enjoy working on this. So when you're stuck, I want you to remember in the work times how much fun this is. Because the more work you put into it, the more fun the performance becomes. The more fun getting to do the actual pieces. And our next piece that we're going to do, whatever we end up going into, I want to be some kind of comedy to shake it up and do something totally different for you. But for now, we've got one more week with this piece. One more week. And that's for everybody. We've got one more week. So I want you to look at every time that you're on Instagram this week and realize that that's time that I could be working on my piece, and I want to. I really want to. Yeah, the work part's hard, but the more work I do, the more fun my performance is going to be. I did this with lines this last week. I did not want to work on lines. Oh my gosh, I hate lines. But I knew in order to be free, in order for me to play the character I played this weekend, I had to. Had to. And I had help. I had Joey encouraging me and Matt just encouraging me because I was discouraged. I was like, ugh, you know? So I would like to send a lot of encouragement your way and say, yeah, you are busy, but if you want to, get excited about the fact that you're telling someone's story. Like, you literally have the capability to make somebody cry in a good way. You have the ability to make someone feel something that they need to feel, and you get to do that. You get to do that. And so then you're looking at your Instagram and you go, do I want to just watch a bunch of other people do stuff right now? Or do I want to do something that I love? Remind yourself. And that doesn't mean you can't look at Instagram. You can still do that. But just realize the time. Realize that every second you spend there is a time and it's a choice. So I can't say I didn't have enough time if I did this thing. If you did no Instagram, you had no time for it. You had no time for anything besides schoolwork and this. And you're like, oh, yeah, and I just couldn't. It's like, okay. But I think that you have the time, and I think you love it. What do you think?
I do think that it's hard to get to that point of realization.
Okay.
Think like, oh, I'm on Instagram, I could be doing something.
When do you go on Instagram typically?
I don't know, just random times.
Random times? So you go to, like, is it you sit down and do it and you just start scrolling? Like, what does it look like for you?
Yeah, I get distracted really easily and do that.
Okay, well, numero uno, gonna get you on the show ASAP. Teen quarantine. And we're gonna dive into some of this. You down? Okay, because I can help you. I can get to some root, and I can actually give you a bunch of stuff that would help you with this. Okay, pretty sure there's no slot tomorrow. I'll check after this class, and I'll reach out to you. But if you want, then you can take that one tomorrow or a different day this week, and we'll make it happen ASAP. And I'll give you some memorization techniques, some different, well, you have the memorization, some different emotion techniques you can work, and some things you're going to get real psyched about for this piece, okay?
Also, I'm going to put it on him. He has to reach out to you.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, after this class, reach out to me, okay? And we'll make it happen. right away. Okay, now for your monologue, we're going to work variation. Okay, and we'll talk about this in the show, hopefully tomorrow, because you're going to call me right after this. And we will talk through variation. But right now, you've got a great core emotion, but it stays here. So no matter what, this is a sad piece, right? But we don't want to stay sad. Because it's also an inspiration piece. It's also an anger piece because he's mad at what he did. It's so many more things. And if we're just sad the whole time, I'm going to tune out and I'm going to be like, this is depressing. Right? So there's going to be moments we're going to get to explore. For example, when he talks about the humiliation. Can you give me that line really quick?
The humiliation you must have felt must have been real. I mean, how do you apologize for something
So
like
that's
that?
in that same voice tone, right? Can you switch me to the other mic just so I can just like move a little bit? Sure. So he goes, the humiliation. And then he says what?
It must have been real.
It must have been unreal. So before, we know there was a curse word there, right? The humiliation. It must have been unreal. That's just my way of doing it. But like, he's thinking about the fact that he screwed this dude over. Like, big time. Because now he's got to go to his dad, and he did that. I did it. Me. So he's mad at himself. He's like so mad at himself for what he's done. And so in that point, he wouldn't stay here and be like, the humiliation. It's unreal. You know, he's mad at what he did. And there's a bunch of spots in that where he's angry, he's hurt, he's trying to make his dad proud. He's like all over the place with these emotions, and we want to see all of them. Okay? So tomorrow, as long as you reach out, or whatever day this week, we are going to talk through those emotions. I'm going to give you some exercises, and I'm going to help you with some motivation techniques to get yourself excited about doing it every day. Cool?
Yeah.
Dude,
Gotta pack my bags.
pack your bags, dog.
You learned that the first week in class with,
Right, with
Matt.
Matt. That's right. So we're going to walk through how you're going to pack your bags, and we're going to make it happen. I love you, man. I'm really proud of you, and I can't wait to see what this is going to do for you.
All right.
I'm excited too.
All right, buddy. So, as we bring in our next performer here, I want to talk about this struggle. This is a struggle that we all face.
Can I announce the performer?
Sure.
Okay. Addie Moreland! Woo!
So this is a struggle we all face. Every single one of us. We have to keep working through our own motivation, especially right now, to get these things going. And it looks different for everybody. It looks totally different for everybody. But I believe for each person, the key is the same. And that's figuring out a very strong why for why you're doing it. And then you visualize, you attach yourself to that why, and then you can achieve anything. So my challenge to those out there is ask yourself, do I know my why? Do I know why I'm doing this? Do I know why I enjoy it and what I want from it? And if not, let's figure that out. Let's write it down. Let's get excited about it. Cool. Hello, Addie.
Why is there another person?
There's
Or
not.
not really a person. Why is it just a third picture?
That's me.
It's Brian's fingers.
It's the teacher cam.
Yeah, I get that, but like there's Daring Studio and Brian Sweeney. Like, isn't Daring Studio pretty much synonymous with Brian Sweeney?
Pretty much. It's just a separate little video account for if I want to get up and do a cool teacher moment. Joey set me up for that, so it's great. All right. Tell me about the work we've done since our show.
Ooh, drumroll, please.
Oh. Why was the drum roll so short? It sounded really short.
Yeah,
It was
it's supposed to be
a
short.
short amount on purpose, yeah.
Alright.
Don't stall.
But like, don't stall. I read it a few times. I worked it over. I said it in my head a couple of times, which is pretty good. I said it out loud a few times, but I mostly said it in my noggin.
In your noggin. Okay.
My
great.
noggin, as my mom would say.
Alrighty, let's do this thing.
Wait, right? Wait, what?
Let's do it.
I'm fine. Okay. Wait, do I go?
Yep.
I'm unsure about everything, so. Where is it going?
Take a deep breath, relax, zone in. You can't start yet until you are in character. So Matt talked with you last week about slowing down. So whatever you end up getting through today, I won't let you continue if I don't really see you visualize it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Cam McCormick. And ever since I was old enough to walk, I've loved hockey. Wasn't the greatest skater, though. But that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of slapping the greatest slap shot. My dad worshipped hockey. My mom didn't. And that's why she moved to Egypt, where there's no hockey rink within 15,000 miles.
Okay, good. Too fast. Better. Especially the first few lines we worked last week. Especially. Those ones were much, much better. But we need to slow down even more. I really want to see you visualize it. I want to see, and again, it's challenging, Addie, because this is technically an adult looking back at their younger version. So you just need to do the same thing. You just need to visualize young Addie. And you need to imagine her doing these things and believe it, or the young version of your character doing it. And you need to see the fall, like you did with Matt last week. You need to see the stuff with your dad. You need to see every little piece of it as you're going along, okay? Start again when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Kayla McCormick. Ever since I was old enough to skate. Alright, I'm gonna start over.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kayla McCormick. Ever since I was old enough to walk, I've loved hockey. Wasn't the greatest skater, though.
Good. Start again. Slow down. Relax. Relax. Take your time.
Hi, I'm Kayla McCormick. Ever since I was old enough to walk, I've loved hockey. Wasn't the greatest skater, though. But that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of slapping the greatest slap shot.
So say that again and visualize it. See it. Has your dad ever taught you anything? Yes, I'm sure.
Probably.
So think about it for a second. Imagine something. Take a moment. See something that he's taught you when you were younger. Anything. Anything. Could be doing a specific game or just how to do a basic activity. Let me know when you find something in your mind.
Do I say it?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
You don't have to say it. Just imagine it. And when you talk about you and your dad in the monologue, I want you to imagine you and your dad and that memory.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kayla McCormick. Ever since I was old enough to walk, I've loved hockey. Wasn't the greatest skater, though. But that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of slapping the greatest slap shot.
Good, good. Okay. So you got me to laugh there right before the but. Okay. Then I want you to, again, be patient. So then you rushed into the but line. But that didn't stop me from learning. Like, then you see that. Nothing's going to stop me. So start from, but that didn't stop me.
But that didn't wait.
Take a
But
moment.
that didn't stop that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of slapping the greatest slap shot.
Good, but now you're just saying it, so see it.
Like before, or
Starting
during.
from the but.
Okay. But that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of slapping the greatest slap shot. My dad worshipped hockey. My mom didn't. That's why
Good,
she
those are
moved to
two different
Egypt.
lines. That was great, dude. My dad worships hockey. I totally believed you and I saw you. So look away for that and imagine it just like you were, and then look at the camera and go, my mom didn't.
My dad worshipped hockey. My mom didn't. No.
Okay, good. That one didn't work, but you tried it. I liked it. That's failing. Let me try this. Didn't work. But that is a different beat. My dad worshipped hockey.
Yeah.
My mom didn't. That's why she moved to Egypt. Like, I gotta see all those things that you're seeing while you're seeing them, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's go one more time from the top.
Wait, give me a second. Okay. Hi, my name is Cam McCormick. Ever since I was old enough to walk, I've loved hockey. I wasn't the greatest skater, though. But that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of slapping the greatest slap shot. My dad worshipped hockey. My mom didn't. That's why she moved to Egypt, where there's no hockey rink within 1,500 miles. When I was little, my dad always took me to hockey games to cheer on our favorite player, Terry O'Reilly, or the Tasmanian Devil. He wasn't the biggest guy in the league, but he feared nobody, just like me.
Good, slow that down. Just like me.
Just like me.
Yes! Okay. That's using your words to your advantage. Big time. That is taking what the writer gave you and using it. So before, and you're starting to discover this, Addie, we're just going through the line, going through the line, going through the line. But right now, when you had that moment, you slowed it down and hit each piece of the line, each word was different and had a different intention behind it. And that's what we need for this piece. We've got to visualize along with you, and you've got to take us on a journey. Okay? So this week, I want you to work harder than you've ever worked. I don't want to hear that you were bored this week, because you worked so hard on this that every time you were bored, you went back to the script. Okay?
Okay.
Because this is our last week with this, coming into week 4. It's our last week with this monologue before we move into something else. So with that being the case, next week is our showcase. And we're going to be doing that online, but we're doing a showcase. So you're going to get to perform what you do. And I want it to be your best, and I know you can do it. You've got the time. You've talked about being bored. Use it. So get crazy, crazy off book where you can throw a ball and do whatever you need to do. Juggle, I don't care. Like something, you can just do an activity and do your lines really fast. You don't have to think about them. That's how well you know them. Then, for the emotion, I want you to find a different intention and imagination for each piece. I want you to literally write this thing out like it was a script. Okay? So that means you either write out what you're seeing, that's one part, and the other is how you think people are responding. If there was a response, if there was a line, what would it be?
Okay.
You've got a lot of time this week. Use it.
Yeah.
Use it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good job, Addie. Go Cardinals!
All right. Next up, we have Lily.
Lily. All right.
I always forget to put it on myself.
That's
when
what I was going to say.
announce the
So if you
people.
don't do that, then the shot is just me staring at you.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny to see just you staring at me,
So.
but it's whatever. I mean, people staring at me, I'm used to it, okay? I'm used to
Okay.
it. All right. It's
All right. Looks like we got Lily.
Good. So we can stop talking about people staring at me?
Yeah.
All right, great. Wonderful.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
Okay, you ready?
I have a question first.
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh, wait. Go.
Did you want me to cut out the part, like the dad part?
You don't need to cut it out. You need to sub out what it is.
Okay.
So what did you decide on?
I think I'm gonna go with like I'm talking to a younger sibling who's growing up and I'm kind of not ready for that.
So you say your dear old sis.
Okay.
Simple as that. So you can keep that line because it's a very endearing line. It's very powerful. I don't want to lose it. You just sub in the name there.
Okay.
Okay? All right, take your time.
Feelings. Jesus. The truth is, for so long, I had forgotten what those even were. I've been stuck in one place. In a cave, you might say. A deep, dark cave. And then I left some egos out in the woods, and you came into my life. And for the first time in a long time, I started to feel things again.
Okay, good, good. Are you on a phone? Are you on a computer? What are you on?
A computer.
Computer. Okay. Is it movable, or is it like a laptop, or what
Yes.
is it? Okay.
I can move.
If you want to, you can. You can also move sort of in and out of frame. You can move to different spots. Like right now, locationally, you're sort of stuck in this one area. Okay? So I love it. Love it. I can already tell you started working on some of the emotions. So now I just want to explore the idea of possibly being able to move a little bit, being able to do some different things. And then you can use certain moves. Like when you want to do a really important moment, like the dear old sis, like I might come right here. Your dear old sis.
Would you like to use the teacher cam?
I was using the one to her. Oh, yeah, this one?
Yeah.
Your dear old sis.
No, I was saying your teacher cam.
Oh, yeah, not just yet. I'm going to, yes.
Gotcha.
Be ready. Be ready. Okay, so let's start with that, okay? And just explore. Explore right now, okay?
You want me to like stand up?
Yeah, stand up. Stand up. We're going to try some different things.
Ooh, that's not good. Is it okay that like, ooh, wait,
That what?
there's terrible lighting. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about that right now. I'm not concerned about that. We'll deal with that differently. Doesn't matter.
Should I just start from the top?
Yeah, start from the top. Get in character.
Feelings. Jesus. The truth is, for so long, I'd forgotten what those even were. I've been stuck in one place. In a cave, you might say. A deep, dark cave. And then I left some egos out in the woods.
Okay,
And
let me
you
try it.
came
I love it. It's already better. You feel it? It's
Yeah.
already better. Okay, give me that teacher cam. Nice. Okay. Can you give me an audio sometime?
Go ahead and... Alright. Try it.
Hello? Yeah, perfect.
Oh no, it's gonna create an echo.
Yeah, but I'll step out.
I'll turn it down a little. There you go.
Okay. All right, hold on. So, I'm moving, right? Doing stuff. What's the beginning part?
feelings. Jesus. The truth is, for so long, I'd
Feelings.
forgotten what they're doing.
Jesus. You know, I can't, for so long, it's been different, you know? Like you and I used to do stuff together, and now we don't, you know? Like, it's just like, I miss you, you know? Like I went to the room the other day, whatever, like, so strategically, I don't want to continue to like always walk and move because that's too distracting. There might be a moment where I do that on purpose, but I can move to different spots, and I know you'd have to hold it, right? But can you hold it like in your arms out? I feel it. I feel it. Can't even tell. You're fine. You're perfect. Okay, so now connect. You can go move to anywhere in the room you feel like whenever you feel.
Like that. Feelings. Jesus. The truth is, for so long, I'd forgotten what those even were. I've been stuck in one place. In a cave, you might say. A deep, dark cave. And then I left some egos out in the woods, and you came into my life. And for the first time in a long time, I started to feel things again. I started to feel happy. But lately, I guess I've been feeling distant from you. Like you're pulling away from me or something.
Now go set it down and sit somewhere.
Wait, I forgot where I was. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's doing great. Just find a spot to go from there.
Wait, what?
Just find a spot-ish where you were, and we'll go from there.
Wait. So off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, I'm challenging you in totally different ways, okay? So, and I threw it off by making you do a different change. I threw it off by going, okay, do this now, right? So pick it back up, the laptop. That's where you're going to end up setting it here in a second. This is blocking. We're literally blocking like we were on a stage. That's what's so cool about this, okay? So go back a line or two, whatever feels right, and keep it. And when it feels right, set it down, collect your thoughts as the character, sit, whatever you want to do, and give the focus to the camera again. And then if you want to get back up, you can. Like, this is the freedom you have. Already, it's more interesting to me, already. So where we don't, here's the thing. Once you get stuck in the same rhythm, that's when it's not interesting anymore. So if I'm continuing to move a certain way over and over, it was interesting for a second, but then you lose interest in what I'm doing. It's no longer like fresh for you. So what's happened is you got this cool move where you started kind of like barely moving, and then you've done that move, you've used it, and you can go back to it later. But if you keep doing the same one, then it doesn't work anymore. So you're going to keep finding new ways when it feels right, because there'll be moments in this piece where you want to set it down and give the camera all of your attention. Give that person everything you have. And there'll be moments where you're just kind of thinking, where you can move a little more. And it's going to be so cool, because you are, and this is the whole point of this, the way we're manipulating and moving this class to, you are the writer, not the writer, excuse me. You are the director, you're the cinematographer, and you are the actor. You're everything.
Pretty much everything but the writer.
Everything but, that's right, everything but the writer. And the editor too. So literally, you're creating your own edits, you're creating your own angles, and thinking about what would make sense for her to say at this spot, and how would she say it here, and you keep our attention, and you're creating your own blocking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Was it more fun this time?
Yeah.
It was. 100% it was. It was more entertaining. And what it did for you was you didn't get stuck in sad mode. So this time, when you talked about the waffles and you talked about some of that stuff, you were smiling. You were really seeing the happy memory. And then the first take, it was just that sad, like, I'm going to miss you. And again, if we stay in that one emotion, it's not going to work. So your homework before your performance next week is literally use a laptop. If you want to switch to a phone, you can. I suggest if you use phone's a lot easier. You just have to go vertical. And that's for everybody, by the way. If you can practice that way.
You mean horizontal, right?
That's what I meant. Yeah. Thank you, Joey.
Yeah.
Thank you. Horizontal. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really just taking a couple of L's.
Taking a couple of L's in that.
Just a couple.
Just a few.
couple.
Just a few.
Yeah.
So yeah, practice with that, okay? And work on that. Literally create your own blocking. And you can go away from the blocking, you should, if it feels right. But have all kinds of ideas that you could play with inside of the room that you're going to be in. Okay? Cool. Good work, Lily. Woo! All right.
Next up, we have Serenity.
Serenity.
AKA Serenegade. Oh, she's
Wow.
not in the waiting room.
Disappeared, huh?
Should we just skip to last
skip
but
and
not
we'll-
least?
we'll
and
bring it
then-
back.
And then try to bring it back?
Yeah.
Hey, Serenity, it would have been your turn.
It would have,
except
yeah.
you weren't in the waiting room.
So these teachers did not forget about you and kick you out.
I know. I pressed the
That's a
wrong
bit of an
button.
L there, isn't it? There, bud?
What was that? What was
That
that?
was a
you
bit of
just...
an L.
Oh, that's
It's
like
just a small L.
yeah,
it's a
like,
lowercase
it's like
L.
a baby L.
It's like a baby L.
Like you have a couple of
Just
capital
bring in the next
L's,
one while we're talking, huh?
and I mean I have to announce them first. So
No, just bring them in.
no. I mean you gotta announce them, but you know
All right, let's do it.
we were too busy talking about.
Let's announce
L's.
them.
All right, sounds good. Next up we have Emma Schwartz.
All right,
See,
bring in Emma.
how bad would Emma feel if everybody else got an introduction and she didn't get an introduction? Right,
Probably
Emma?
would feel terrible.
Emma, wouldn't you feel bad if
What would you think,
everybody
Emma?
else got an introduction and you did not?
I'd be a little disappointed.
Yeah, that's what I
All right.
thought. All right.
I'll
See,
take the
I'm
L
just-
on that one.
Yeah, this is like the fourth L he's taking.
All right, you ready?
Is it okay if I like try to do it sitting? Just 'cause like it feels more natural.
Okay, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Just 'cause like I don't know, 'cause I don't really walk around when I call people. Like
Okay, we'll try it.
that. I don't know. Okay.
I'm probably gonna make you move, but we'll see.
Okay. Don't you dare walk away from me. And don't tell me that you're sorry. And don't tell me to forget it. And don't you dare tell me to let it go. God knows I'd like to. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't forget we had something. And you're running away. You're running away. Don't you see, Mark? You're running from what I've searched for all my life. Why? Because you're scared? Well, I'm scared too. But you and I, we have something worth fighting for. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but I care about you. And I know deep down, under this bravado, you care about me too.
Scene.
Let it go, let it go.
What?
Because that's what she said in her
Oh
monologue.
my gosh.
I was thinking about it, you know.
How did it feel?
It felt pretty good.
It
Just
was
pretty good?
Really, really good.
Yeah,
I'm sitting
was.
over here like, dang, she made a good choice by sitting and staying connected. That was
It
cool.
was.
I don't like saying it felt really good because then if you guys are like, it was okay, then it's like awkward.
No. All right. So here's the thing.
That
It's
is
super funny
that is extremely
and super honest.
relatable.
Thank you. Thank you. Lose that. Lose that right now. Because here's the thing. If that's the case, cool. You were wrong. Let me help you grow. But you always want to state what you felt. Always.
Okay.
No matter what. And this is, Emma, this is every production you do for the rest of your life from here on out, and everything you do in life. Everything. Not just acting related. When you're feeling something, you need to say it regardless of how you think it might be perceived by somebody else if it's on your heart. So you had a amazing performance today. Amazing.
Thank you.
Truly. Like, you connected to this on a whole new level that just sucked me in. I was like, yes. Yes. And so that was my feeling on it. So here's the truth. There's one thing I want to work within it, but other than like that, if I was like, okay, we hit this point, this has happened before, where somebody came in with something and they hit it to a certain level, I'd be like, okay, well, I got nothing. I wouldn't go like, well, let me find something because it's my coach and that's my job. I just go, good job. So for you, you had an awesome performance. You need to state that. And you know what? If I thought there was something you can work on, great, you work on it. It doesn't change the way you felt about it. Okay? So awesome, awesome, awesome. What did you do this week? Let's talk about it.
I practiced a little. I actually didn't practice as much as I wanted to because the amount of schoolwork they gave us this week was
unreal. And my mom's birthday is on Wednesday, so I've been doing a ton to prepare for that.
Okay.
So I tried to practice a lot, and I did manage to practice when I could, but I didn't have a ton of extra time.
Okay. So what work did you do?
I worked on just like getting more comfortable talking just to the camera and stuff, and like actually imagining it more as like a FaceTime call rather than in person, because or that's how it is. Like,
Sure. So that's where you started to find that choice. And again, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. Okay? So there may be moments where we might explore some sort of movement for something to just shake up, and movement could just simply mean like literally just turning away from him for a second. And think like small movements. If your justification is this is how I feel that this goes, this FaceTime part. Because no matter what, you just made a decision to start getting more comfortable with the camera. That's what you did. So we could add movement. We could do whatever. It wouldn't matter because you got comfortable with this. You got comfortable with let me stare at my phone lens and not feel weird about the fact that there's not actually the person I'm talking to on the other end. And so because of that and the work you put into the backstory of this character and what's going on with them, we believed you. So your biggest thing in this work was you found the most important thing to work on. So Matt and I were talking about this earlier. It's called The One Thing. There's this book called The One Thing where basically you go in and you'll be so much more successful if you can just focus on one thing really, really well. So instead of trying to do homework at the same time as you've got your phone next to you with Instagram, at the same time as you're thinking about your mom's birthday and like a bunch of other stuff, you're actually not giving that one thing all your attention. And so it may take you 45 minutes to do it instead of just giving it all of your attention and it takes you 10 and you do better. So you found for your acting, you said last week I went back and I went through my stuff here, and I know you watched it. So you watched it and you went, I don't like this. Let me work on getting more comfortable with that. If I do that, I think other things will follow. And it worked. So I'll give you some stuff that you can work on to add on top of that. But honestly, my thing is nice work. Nice work.
thank you.
So since we're doing performance next week, the one thing that you can start to work on is honestly, you can slow down your pacing even a little more. You can slow it down in certain areas where she's really, because I saw you see the visualizations. There's moments where you can visualize and let it really hit you. See his response and let it hit you. And then when you go to respond, this is the main thing, just slowing down your words there. And especially with online, we have to be careful with this because there's lags that happen and things like that. Like, you really have to slow down your diction. So I would love, because really, from a performance standpoint, you got a really great core emotion. You did a lot of work that felt connected to you. So now it's just going into some of the basics. I want you to really work on your diction like crazy this week and slowing the piece down. Okay?
Okay,
Also,
thank you.
Very good.
that pen is really cool. I just saw the
Thank
diamond,
you.
and I was like, all right, cool. I want one of those. No cap.
It'd be super cool if she could see you when you said that.
Yeah, well, she wouldn't be able to see
She'll
me
watch it
anyway.
back. She'll
The
watch it
live
back.
audience sees me,
Ah,
not
right.
not the Zoom. Okay,
All right.
all right.
Good
all right.
job, Emma. Let's give her one more
Thank
round of
you.
applause.
Last but not least, we have, if she showed up, Serenity. I know she showed up. I just saw it. And I
He's just
I did
putting
it
on a
for-
show there.
Well, yeah. I mean, we essentially are putting on.
We
a
are
show
putting on a
here.
show, 100%.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
the Deering Acting Studio Teens Class.
That's right.
Show.
That's right.
The show. You know, it's
Yep.
like High School Musical,
But
the
better.
musical, the series.
Yeah.
But it's Deering Acting Studio, the teen class, the show, and
Yeah.
it's better.
That's
know,
right. It's like
'cause it's
Inception. Just
like
mind blown.
same laugh track, but better people behind the laugh track. You know
100%.
what I'm saying?
100%.
and coaching. Should I let?
Yeah, you should.
Serenity
You should
know?
have been doing that
Okay,
before we started
interesting.
talking.
Well, you know, there's a little bit of banter that goes on between people,
Well, yeah,
so I think it's
the banter
important.
fills them coming in. That's what the banter is meant for. Because then we run out of banter.
Well, we
It's
didn't
like-
run out of banter there, and she's been in for about 2 minutes now, so
I can
I'm
tell Eli
exaggerating.
tuned out.
I'm
He's already tuned out.
exaggerating clearly, but Eli probably is still playing with the mute button on his mic. Let's be real.
Hi, Serenity.
I love Serenity because every time that she's in the video call and I make a stupid joke, she always smiles, and it's great. It makes me feel
She
really
does smile
good
at your
about
stupid
myself.
jokes. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah,
Do you
and
have
it wouldn't come back in because my computer crashed.
That's okay.
Oh, interesting. Well,
It like shut down completely.
interesting. Well, you should probably tell it to stop doing that.
Are you on your Are you on your phone now?
No,
still the
I
computer?
just turned it back on and it like restarted completely.
Yeah,
Okay.
just have a heart to heart with it. Just be like, "Hey, computer, stop doing that."
All right. Do you have your purse with you?
I do.
Okay. You remember your critique from last week?
Mm-hmm.
All
Hey,
right.
that rhymes.
Let's rock
That
and
was-
roll.
That was cool.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna. Should I stand or sit?
I don't know.
If I sit, I need to scoot back. It's too close.
Cool.
I scoot.
Drum roll.
I sit.
Dang, you
Great.
sat down right at the end of the drum roll. That was pretty rad.
Pretty rad.
Serenity, you just need to understand that I'm gonna keep talking until you start performing.
No, she's
so-
getting in character.
So I mean,
let her
if,
go.
if you want to start performing, go ahead.
Don't
Don't
interrupt her. Let her get ready.
She's getting ready. She's taking her time. It's great.
I hate my purse. I absolutely hate it. If you're one of those women who thinks there's something great about purses, don't even bother listening because there's nothing here for you. This is for those of you who hate their purses, who are bad at purses, who understand that their purses are reflections of negligent housekeeping, hopeless disorganization, a chronic
And-
inability
all right, let's start
to
over.
throw anything away,
How's it feeling?
rushed. I feel like
And
I'm rushing because I can hear my parents going in my brother's room, and I feel like they're gonna come in my room.
and
So it's like stressing me out because I don't want I don't want to perform while they walk in the room because
why?
it's gonna make noise and it's gonna make me laugh.
Don't let it. Use them if they do that. They're a part of your show. 'Cause it's a show, right? We
This-
decided you're on a show.
This is a show. I mean, let's be real.
All
We're
right.
here. All right.
We pretended you're on a show, right? So I want you to stand. So set it up so you can stand. Have you practiced blocking at all?
Kind of.
So no.
Like a little bit.
Okay. What did you practice?
Well, I practiced like pulling. That's too high now. Well, I practiced pulling stuff out of my purse
Okay.
while I was talking. I don't know what's in here again. My mom just filled it up.
I
with
love
random
that. I love that she does that for you. So what we want to start practicing, and this is for next week, okay? Set yourself up in an optimal space, the best space possible, and practice in that space. So we had masterclass again this past weekend, and the thing that we had to do with our scenes is you created your own set, essentially. So I literally took my room and I turned it into a hotel room. Like I took all the things that were mine out of there, and I brought only in things that would be hotel oriented. Okay? And I created a space, and then I blocked my scene inside of that space. Me moving to put things away certain areas and me doing certain things. And so I know you're on like sort of a mini show for yourself, but I want you to practice when do you move, when do you go on camera, off camera, close to camera, away from camera, and all those things can be changed in the moment, but you practice all kinds of options. So I know one option is that what is behind you?
My window,
Okay, window. What's in front of you?
my desk,
Desk. What's to the left?
my bookshelf in my bed,
Okay, to the right.
my closet, my dresser, and my mirror.
Okay. So literally there might be a point where you take it's a laptop.
Yeah.
You take the laptop, you pick it up, and you walk around with it like what we saw earlier, okay? And you take it to your bed and you speak from there for a second because you're vlogging on this big show. Everybody watches you online, okay? So we're going to explore some of that, all right? Let's start by just walking back and forth, okay? Come out of frame to the right. Go to the right.
Hold on, I need to move my chair again.
Just make sure she tells her laptop not to crash.
That was a great show. I'll applaud it.
Would you stop encouraging him?
Woo! Brian's not loving my comedy right now, and
Well,
it's great. It's great. It's just a little fill in between.
Oh, yeah.
The little spaces, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish people could see it, you know?
They can. Oh, it was on me for 1 second. But the beauty of a joke.
It's still not on you.
I was gonna say, well,
Okay,
I'm not
all
happy
right.
because I'm expecting it to start, and
Yeah.
then it's not starting, and then I just keep talking.
It's okay. All right.
All right.
I want to see just her if possible, please.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Of course, it's possible.
Okay. Zone in. Start. You just got a purse from the audience because someone's going to give you something out of it. Something really simple. Okay, you went and grabbed your purse because you got to pull something out and show it to your audience. Real simple. Ready, go. You walk into frame. Hey, everybody, do a little intro.
Like, okay.
Yeah, go. Right from there. Improvise.
Do I
Improvise.
use my actual name?
No, use an do you have a character name yet?
I did, but I forgot. Becca. That's
Becca.
what it was.
All right, Becca, get out of here. Come in. Welcome us all to the Becca whatever vlog show, whatever. Do it however you want.
I'm surprised it wasn't Karen.
Action.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Becca. Welcome back to another vlog. Hold on. I want to show you guys something. Oh, that's not even mine. Okay, never mind. I hate my purse. Like, I absolutely hate it. If you're one of those women who thinks there's
Okay,
something
good. I love
great
this. I
about
love this. Now,
purses-
at the beginning, instead, you're going to improvise like you were going to talk about something. Think about a topic that she might vlog about, and you were trying to just find like a makeup thing, and because you can't find it, you decide to change topics, and you're like, you know what? I hate purses. Like, you decide.
I know what I'm gonna talk about now.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. You can exit frame, and whenever you come in, that's your action.
Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. It's Becca. So this week I've been trying out a new lip gloss and like I'm in love with it. So hold on, let me find it real quick. No. Okay. I hate my purse. I absolutely hate it. If you're one of those women who thinks there's something great about purses, don't even bother listening because there's nothing here for you. This is for women who hate their purses, who are bad at purses, who understand that their purses are reflections of negligent housekeeping, hopeless disorganization, a chronic inability to throw anything away, and an ongoing failure to handle the obligations of a difficult and demanding accessory.
Shake it up. I'm bored.
This is for women whose purses are a morass of loose Tic Tacs, solitary Advils, lipsticks without tops, boarding passes from long forgotten
Start
airplane
walking back and
trips,
forth.
hotel keys from God knows what hotel, leaky ballpoint pens, Kleenex that either have or have not been used, and there's really no way to tell one way or another. This is for women who find it appalling.
Good. Go to
that a
pick
purse might
up the laptop when you say that line.
This is for women who find it appalling that a purse might cost $500 or $600. Never mind that top of the line thing called a Birkin bag. They cost $10,000.
Go find your way to the bed.
That's irrelevant because you can give them a waiting list for one. On a waiting list for a purse.
Now go to your
For
bed.
a $10,000 purse that will end up full of old Tic Tacs. This is for those of you who understand in short, that your purse is, in some absolutely horrible way, you. Many years ago that I was no good at purses, and for quite a while I managed to do without one. When I went
Good,
out,
good. I like this. This part is more relaxed, right? Okay, now that's where you go to the bed.
Okay, my bed's like really messy. Hold on.
Cool. Who cares?
I do. It's
All right.
gross.
I guess we're back to the banter. All right.
Okay.
Knock,
No,
knock.
she's
Knock,
good.
knock.
Who's there?
Okay, hold on.
Serenity.
Serenity who?
Serenity's bed, because that's where she's going.
You gotta remember that I then have to repeat that and say who
No,
afterwards.
no.
That's
no,
how
no,
knock
no,
knocks
no,
work.
no.
All right.
No.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
This is for those of you who understand.
Relax.
In short, that your purse is, in some absolutely horrible way, you. I realized many years ago that I was no good at purses, and for quite a while I managed to do without one. When
Sit
I
on
went
your
out,
bed.
I
Sit on your
managed
bed.
with only a lipstick and a $20 bill.
Sit down.
Huh?
Sit down
I
on your bed.
am.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, keep going. Just talk now. This is relaxing.
But unfortunately, there were times where I needed to leave the house with more than just the basics. I solved this problem by purchasing an overcoat with large pockets. This, I realized, turned into my purse. But it was still better than carrying a purse. But in the end, anything's better than carrying a purse.
Scene. Yes. Oh, that was so much better.
It felt a lot better.
It's because it was natural. It was natural. So you're going like, do I sit? Do I stand? Both. Both. Like you do whatever is right. You do whatever feels right in that moment.
Are you guys using this right now?
No.
No.
No, this is the last performer. We won't need the teacher cam.
Are you gonna need it for the next class?
Next
maybe.
class, yeah.
Will you need it?
You're in class, dude.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't be talking to me. I'm talking to Joey.
Cool.
Yeah, jeez.
Cool. Sorry, Serenity.
Okay.
So, yes, both. So, like, what you found here, Serenity, was you found her actual thoughts, her actual in-the-moment movements. Like, and this thing goes all over the place. It does all kinds of different there's her rants, there's her anger, there's her, like, thinking through what the right solution could be, like, all that stuff, right? So, so what you basically found for yourself was her. And here's the deal. Some of it will stay the same, some won't. That's why I want you to block it and think it through and then be open to the blocking. So like I know one place I can go relax is my bed. So I have everything set up in a way where I could do that. I even place the laptop at certain spots. So you think about lighting, you think about areas and go, where would be good spots? Where would be spots where I could hold it here? Like think through every little like location-based thing all the way throughout. And then you block it and then you're open to whatever feels right in the moment, okay? So literally with my piece, I put my phone in the closet in a certain spot. I angled it and I tested it so that it wouldn't fall. I like did a bunch of stuff. So I knew that was an option. I never put it there. It ended up in the scene. I never ended up in the closet and putting it there. I spent probably 10 minutes testing and making things work in case I wanted to go in there. And I did that for 6 different areas in the space I was in. So I had a bunch of options. So that's what I want you to do this week. This was so much better. So entertaining. Very good work.
Thank you.
Woo! All right, we're going to bring everybody back in. Woo! Great class! Banter.
All right, good. I love it.
How to get
Let's see. Knock, knock.
No more knock knock Joes. We're not gonna do that.
No. It's like my signature for this. Also, somebody's gotta mute that live video. All right. Oh my gosh,
It's not
Eli.
alive.
It's Eli.
It's Eli, dog.
Eli.
Just don't
Oh my
don't be so
goodness.
mean to Eli. You're picking on him. It's
I'm
like
not
so
picking on it.
unfair.
Brian, you literally were talking while your mic was muted between performers
And
about how Eli
hey.
needs to get a new mic. What? I know everybody's in there.
Okay.
This is banter time, okay? And I'm gonna tell my knock knock joke. So you either say who's there.
who's there?
Everybody! Woo! Yay! We can start the end of class. Who's got questions? Come on, guys. Don't
So
make
let's
me
start
look
with
bad.
this. I'd love to hear what we all took out of today that we're going to put into our performances next week. Serenity. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I'll have Joey call it because he's got the.
She's
Oh,
unmuted.
we're all
yeah,
unmuted.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Serenity.
Well, I learned that I need to like be in the moment more and like just do what feels right, because before I was like, do I stand, do I sit, what do I do, how do I hold my hands? But once I like got into it, it was like more natural.
Cool. That's awesome. So now take that and practice a bunch. Like I said, so many different ways. Put it places like just try 15 different options and have them ready for yourself. And then in the moment, you get to just be free. Awesome. Emma.
Like work on like diction and slowing down, especially since it's online, because there's like lags and stuff. And then also like focus on one thing, because that works a lot better than focusing on multiple.
Totally. And here's the cool thing about some of this online stuff. It's actually teaching us better habits. So it's a good habit. As an actor, all of us should have a strong voice. We should be able to be heard. Every word should be understood. Like, that's a part of our process. So this is actually a format that's forcing us to do even better at that, which is great. Yeah, Eli.
Okay, I wrote this down. Do I know why? You gotta know why you wanna do it.
Awesome. And write this down.
I'm gonna mute you until you talk again, Eli. Go ahead.
602.
What are you doing?
677.
Oh, dang.
6200.
I
Okay.
wish I had a mic drop sound effect.
You reach out, have you on the show, okay? Eli did it for you just
Yeah,
All right.
I think they
great.
heard it.
Thank you. I love that. We're gonna dive into that why, and I want you to start thinking on that today, and it's gonna be great. Good. Addie, what do you got?
Like slow down.
Yes. And
Like that's important.
Addie, how hard are you gonna work this week?
Very hard.
Okay, I don't want to hear once about the board. I want to hear how much you worked. Your final performance is next week, and I cannot wait to see this piece come to life.
Emma, how many of us can you see when you're looking through that diamond?
A lot.
Because we all see it on the screen, just so you know.
Yeah.
I love it. Lily.
I need to kind of like make it more natural and block it a little bit.
Okay, good. Yes. So I want you to watch this back too, Lily, and this is for everybody. Watch back your stuff. It's so important to watch back your stuff. And be honest, who doesn't like watching back their stuff?
Me.
Okay, Joey's raising his hand as well.
Watching back my stuff.
It's essential. It's essential. It's game tape. So it's tough. It is. It's a tough process because you're looking at it, and we're our biggest critics. You know, we see things and we call out things that literally no one else sees, and usually are just in our head. But if we go with it with the intention of I want to grow and get better for next week, you're going to see all the moments that need work, and you're also going to see the things you did really well that you can bring into your performances next week. So even though it's challenging, I believe game tape is a gift that you guys have been given, because it wasn't always something that we just got. And you get to go back and literally see every choice you made, hear it all, see the movements, and then make decisions based on that. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer to go back and watch your stuff. And I get it. I get it's weird, and I get it's challenging. But if you want to grow, there's no better way than watching it and from an objective perspective going, all right, where can I grow? Not, oh, man, what did I do? Like, literally just, okay, I see that I did that. I want to adjust that. That's how Emma was able to give the performance she gave this week. I believe that fully. You watched it back, and you said, what's missing? Okay, I got to get more comfortable with this camera thing. And then you were great. I'm sure it wasn't like, yay, let me go watch it. Like, you had to get yourself to sit and do it. But because you did, this performance this week was way better. So that'll be the first thing I ask in next week's class. Did you watch the footage? Okay.
I'm gonna export this clip, and if you don't ask it first in next week's class, I'm gonna play it on repeat.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. First thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mark it on my iPad right now, this moment.
Do it. I'm not
Great.
scared.
All right. He's not scared,
Not
everyone.
scared. Not scared, y'all. All right. Okay. Great class, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. So we are here in the last 10 minutes. I want to do a little just cool down moment, and then we are going to just leave it for you guys to hang out. Okay. So this is just sort of like, again, there are all kinds of little exercises we can do, but I just want to close out with a fun one today. We're going to go into our dance creator. Joey's going to beatbox for us a little bit, and we're going to close out with that. Just a little silly fun today. Then Joey and I are going to leave the lobby, and you guys can hang in here and just talk for a little bit and just catch up on life and chill until we come back and log you out, or you can log out if you need to go. So, all right, let's do this. We're going to do this dance creator. Again, as a reminder, I'll call out somebody. They will give us a name of a dance that doesn't exist, and then everyone is going to give us their version of that dance. Okay? All right. We ready, beatbox boy?
Yeah, I also got like a beat to go behind it because I
he's got a beat going.
I realized that I had upgraded some, uploaded.
He
Wow,
uploaded, upgraded,
uploaded.
uprooted, up. I couldn't think of any other up ones.
He can't think of
10
that.
out of 10, Addie, by the way.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Yep.
They have to like cue me in. I have to have the energy. There we go. All right. I mean, I got
Yo, all right, I love it. Okay. Woo! All right.
Energy.
Serenity. What is the name of a dance that does not exist?
The hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Everyone's gonna do that in 3, 2, 1. Give in all the way. Find a simple move that you think shows hippopotamus.
I'll pin your video if you don't give in. Everybody will only see you.
We'll
Don't
keep
make-
doing that until the next person goes here.
Don't make
Don't
me
make
do
him
that
do
to
that.
you.
Emma, give me the name of a dance that doesn't exist.
The toilet paper.
Toilet paper. In
Ooh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One.
It doesn't exist.
Give in to it not existing then, Addie. What does that look like for you physically?
I can't coordinate.
Start moving, Addie. You get pinned.
This one.
There it is. Yeah.
Room.
Eli.
In the middle of something.
Unmute yourself. All right. Eli, give me the name of a dance that does not exist.
The Notebook.
The Notebook in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Yeah. Mila, give me the name of a dance that doesn't exist. Lily, I mean.
Ouch.
I don't know why I
The
said Lila.
shoe.
What is it?
The shoe.
The shoe.
The shoe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was Eli's foot, everyone.
Eli's giving it totally. Give in or we're going to put you on the pin, Lily.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I think part of Lily's is lag, to be honest with
Okay,
you.
fair enough.
But
Addie, give me the name of a dance that doesn't exist.
A Russian nesting doll.
The Russian what?
Nesting doll.
Nesting doll. 3,
Oh.
That one look like all the babies inside of
2,
it. Like you
1,
open it and
hit
there's
it.
Yeah.
Whatever that is to you, do it. Rushing
All right.
nesting doll.
I'm gonna get very dizzy.
You're not on the- oh, yeah.
I regret that decision very much.
I like it. And scene. Before Serenity falls over.
That was about to happen.
I could tell. Guys, that was super fun. Thank you for an awesome class. Let's do the work this week. Woo! Can't wait to hear from you, Eli. Once we all know when he's doing that, make sure to watch his episode. You can go back and watch past episodes also.
Like Addie Moreland today with
Boom.
me. It was dope. It was so much fun.
Yeah, Joey talked Cardinals with her a little bit. And then we've also had both Emma and Serenity on. So go back, watch each other's stuff. So we're going to leave you guys here in the room. Thank you. Have an awesome week. And we're looking forward to class next week. It is our showcase, so think through your character too. Dress how you think your character's. Woo!
That's for showcase. It was just a little late.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
Dress how your character's going to dress. Set your setup the way you want it. Like, really think this thing through. Because you know us. We go all out. So this format is the format we're in. But we're going to do the same thing as if we had a showcase. Like, we're performing it like it's a monologue in a show. And the show just happens to be live broadcasting from your space. So prepare it, pre-plan it, light it, do everything you want to do to block it out and make it perfect for yourself, okay?
And